This is a Jackson DK2S. Made in Japan in 2008, it's an incredibly high-spec guitar for the price you can find them at second-hand. Alder body, maple neck, rosewood fretboard with massive frets, Seymour Duncan pickups and a Sustainiac. It's a fantastic guitar, but one thing holds it back. The licensed Floyd Rose. I hate it. It's a struggle to keep it in tune, and frankly the guitar deserves better. We can do better. So we got some Floyd Rose stuff. First of all, this super fancy 40th anniversary Floyd Rose in satin chrome. It's got some extra features that you don't normally get on a standard Floyd. It's kind of upgraded before you even get it. So you get these red aluminium or aluminum if you're American little fine tuners. You get the stainless steel lock screws, you get titanium inserts, and then you get stainless steel saddle lock screw. Okay, bit of an issue. I've got some stainless steel lock screws. These ones are stainless steel. These ones are standard. So that's an issue. That's an email to Floyd Rose. It also comes, this is the 40th anniversary, so it comes with this engraved big 37mm brass block. And I've got it in satin chrome because that's kind of all that they had left. I think they had a satin gold one as well, but I would have gone black, but I think this will actually look kind of cool on the Jackson. Get the arm, the locking nut, string claw, and all the rest. We've got
authentic.
Play authentic.
Play authentic, kids. We've got an authentic brass claw. We've got
authentic.
Noiseless high tension springs. We've got a Tram Stopper. We've got this to put on the back of the headstock so that we can adjust the Floyd. And then we've got stainless steel lock screws. I've got more for the nut. I think it's going to be a big upgrade, especially when comparing to that. Hey, how are you?
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
So just comparing these two bridges, well, this one's better. The design is actually different. The lock screws on this are just these small lock screws into the saddles. These are the big ones. This one is a little bit longer, I think. Just a little bit. But even when comparing the blocks, like this is so much weightier, more mass. This is not as weighty. It's probably about 1/3. The brass block is probably about 1/3 bigger than this standard. This is a zinc block. So I'm excited to get this in and hear how it sounds and how it stays in tune. A bit better than this piece of
garbage.
I can't even get a good thumbnail because it doesn't stand up. But you can clearly tell. You can clearly tell the quality difference between the two. I don't know how it's going to affect the tone. It might be brighter. Probably will be. But I'm just looking for tuning stability. Alright, let's put it in the guitar. Okay, so this took forever to do. But I got the studs in to the body. And already it looks so cool. So it'll look like that. Yeah, that's really gonna make the guitar set apart from the others. What I want to do with this guitar to make it more of a live use is put this Tram Stopper in, because say when a Floyd is floating, so it has the ability to go down or up, that's what gives the Floyd Rose its bad reputation. It wasn't originally designed to do that. It was meant to be just go down and stay in tune, but it goes up on most guitars, so I want to stop that on this, so I can just go down and if I break a string or anything, it won't go out of tune. So I'm looking forward to finally getting this guitar into a live working condition. Okay, so the brass claw is in and the ground wire is soldered on, and it already just looks a whole lot cooler than it did. So hopefully that's the end result. It'll just look cool. Doesn't even matter if it changes the sound. As long as it looks cool, I'm happy. Okay, so these are the new high tension coated noiseless springs. So this is one of the springs that was originally in the guitar. I put like toilet paper inside to try and stop them from making noise. And you can see, if you just compare the two, this one is easy to bend. These ones have a lot more tension. They're a little bit shorter, so they have more tension. I can probably get away with putting only 2 of these in instead of 3 like I was doing previously. I'm also actually going to replace the locking nut as well with the nut that was provided. I think I got the right size. It's an R4 nut. Okay, so now that the nut's on and it fits, so there's a definite bump up in quality. It's a lot heavier than the previous nut, and it's also got the stainless steel locking screws, so they won't wear out over use of locking and unlocking the nut. I'm going to get this neck back on the guitar, and then we're going to string it up and then start the install of the Tram Stopper. Okay, so the strings are on and the bridge is fully intonated, or as close as I can get to being fully intonated. And it sounds so good. Like, if I can show you the back. So this is how I've got it set up. I've got 2 springs that are high tension. I really didn't need the third. Brass claw and screws. Then I've got the Tram Stopper, and I put this little bit of masking tape to stop, if I can show you. A little bit of masking tape both on the screw and where the screw is hitting the brass. So it's for when I dive. Hear that little tap is where the screw's hitting the brass, but it's hitting on this masking tape that I've got here, and it's not as loud acoustically. You can't hear it amplified, and I can tell you that it does sound very loud acoustically. It's a lot louder than it was before, and the notes naturally sustain a little bit longer, I find. And I was right, it does look very cool. I've also installed this on the back just for convenience, to have the Allen keys when I need them, when I need to adjust the locking nut and the bridge.
So after the mods, the difference in tuning stability alone is night and day. The bridge keeps tuning during any dives, and the new nut is probably playing a big part in that. The guitar now has a huge amount of natural sustain, and it's a lot louder acoustically too. There's noticeably less grounding hum, and I'm not sure why, maybe it's the new solder joint on the back. The hex keys at the back are very convenient to have, and have saved me having to look for them when I need to adjust the bridge. Overall, I'm very happy with this new modification, and I think it's transformed this guitar. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and maybe we'll see you next time.